checking out this free video. If you don't mind, please click like and subscribe. Show opened up with the Tony Schiavone interview with Ciampa, where Ciampa basically wanted him to do the same thing he did on Collision, which is tell the world that he is better than Chris Jericho. And Schiavone didn't want to say it this time, and so Ciampa was going to throttle him. But then Jericho's music hit and he came out, and they did a lot of comedy here early. And
very comedy-oriented, yeah.
It was very comedy-oriented, and man, this crowd was just quiet. They got a couple of Tommy chants and Tommy's mommy chants.
They got a lot of Tommy chants, actually. Tommy's mommy, Tommy chants, yeah.
But finally, Jericho ended up getting serious, and he says, you know what, this is a very serious issue to me. And he says, you're an angry man. I suspect you change your attitude. Pull that stick out of your ass before I shove it up there even further. Calls him Tommy again. And they ended up getting into a big fight, and a bunch of guys came down to break it up. So, presumably this is taking place Forbidden Door?
Presumably. Forbidden Door. They didn't say it.
No, they did not. But
I would think so. I would think it's a Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
They really haven't said anything. I mean, we know the two Owen matches. You know, obviously we know Ospreay and Strickland, and then whatever the women's match will be.
We got 4 matches. We got the Team MJF versus Team Briscoe.
Yeah,
Kenny Omega and Zack Sabre Jr., and then the 2 tournament matches.
You're right, Kenny and Zack. So the team thing, do you think the team thing is to protect Max? Or, because it's really weird to me that, you would do a 12-man, a 6-on-6 cage match on a pay-per-view. I mean, I could see that, if it's a War Games or something, or if it's a Blood and Guts, but those are TV, that's a TV match. I mean, they do Anna Crane in the arena, but usually when they do those, they still have a world title match. So this show will not have a world title match, and that has been pretty much a fixture. Not every AEW pay-per-view, but all but a few have.
The thing is, I'm not sure. Like, it'd be one thing if this was an Anarchy in the Arena match, and like he could brawl backstage. And
they just did.
No, my point is, you asked about MJF. If they were doing a match where they could brawl backstage, and he could disappear for a while and do whatever, but they're all in the cage, and it's going to be a big cage, but it's 12 guys inside one cage. And I think it's going to be awfully hard for him to hide and be protected in a match like that. I mean, I think they're just doing it because that's the match they want to do.
It's really weird because they have all of these guys. That all the TV has been Kevin Knight, Kyle Fletcher, Andrade, who else? All Mark Briscoe, all doing promos, wanting a world title shot. And then you end up not even having a world title match. Well, I thought I thought for San Jose, that a lot of people here had hoped for like a Mystical MJF rematch. I didn't expect that one for a million reasons, but I thought it was the perfect city to do Andrade, especially when Andrade had that great match on the last show. And they're still building it, and it's like I'm trying to figure out what they're building it for. The other one is that the stip is that if the babyfaces win, Mark Briscoe gets a title shot at MJF, and if that's at the Montreal pay-per-view,
I don't think that's the Montreal pay-per-view.
Yeah, well, I
think the Montreal pay-per-view is Kenny Omega.
Okay, well, if the Montreal pay-per-view is Kenny Omega, then you would think that this pay-per-view should be Mark Briscoe, because that's still,
Well, I think what it seems like is going to happen is they're going to do like 4 straight weeks of MJF title matches.
I don't know if physically you want to do that.
Well, you may have to, because you're going to get. Well, I guess it's possible MJF's team could lose, but Jet is supposed to be the title shot.
I think MJF's team's going to lose for sure.
All right.
Why would you put the champion in a tag match unless it's there?
Well, because the story is if his team wins, Jet gets a shot at MJF.
Yeah, well.
So that means Jet will not get a shot at MJF. So then you can do Mark as probably a TV match.
Mark is more likely to get the shot than Kevin Knight, I would think.
And then Andrade may not get one at all in the foreseeable future.
Well, he should.
Because it seems to be the idea is that he wants his title shot, and Don Callis keeps telling him he's going to get it, but he never does. Yeah. And that probably leads to him splitting from the Don Callis family.
Yeah.
But we'll see. So anyway, then we had another one here. So They just announced that Sarray is unable to compete.
Yeah. She flew in. I mean, she's there with Takumi Iroha. And
Dave, we knew she was unable to compete like a month ago.
she was cleared in Japan. She cleared, she flew in, and their doctor didn't clear her. That's what they said. And I mean, in Japan, they said that she said she was going, and she said she's bringing Takumi Iroha with her in case
She couldn't do it.
she couldn't do it. So it was.
But they didn't use her. I can see why they used Maya World, because it was a real life tragedy.
Yeah. That's why.
But it was
she went over.
It was yeah.
It was a lot. The Maya World thing worked out a lot better. I mean, maybe they'd have used Iroha under normal circumstances, but Maya World, obviously her brother just died, and I think that just for the story and everything, it was just a better story, and it was better, uplift someone who obviously had a horrible week, give her a win, which people didn't expect at all, and move her on. So I completely understand not using Takumi Iroha in this one, but but she said that she was cleared and got here, and the doctor here wouldn't clear her, so they had backups in play, and obviously, Maya World was there, Takumi Iroha was there, so they were all there.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and click that notify button, and you'll never miss a video again.
Codex can be such a lifesaver on busy days. It's not only amazing at building things, Codex is also a great partner for everything else at work. For any task, it connects to all my favorite tools, and it knows when to pull from my issues, my emails, or from the hundreds of threads I have to catch up on. And the best part is, Codex can be proactive with automations. It runs common tasks for me in the background at a specific cadence. So I now wake up every day to what's most important and